Shalom. Brother Naquam, Watchman for Israel, coming back at you with the precepts and another cold cut, giving, of course, all honor and all glory to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Wamalak Yahushai. Double honors to the elect elders of the house of David that spit in their truth for decades and decades, patiently waiting for the second coming of Mashiach Wamalak Yahushai. A hearty, mighty shalom to all of the mighty men of the Most High God who are out there in the highways and byways, pushing this truth, magnifying the ministry, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice, and enduring all things for the elect's sake. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the men that may not be out there in the highways and byways as of yet, but they're working on it. They're getting built up in the spirit. They're praying. They're fasting. They're studying. They're being diligent and abounding in the work of the Lord. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the Aquath out there, the sincere sisters out there, holding it down in the households, reverencing their husbands, being submissive and diligent, and moving in the spirit of our righteous foremothers. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the ancient men and children, the elect of Israel scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to everybody tuning in live. Princess Nikki Yah, Shalom Williams, Quad Israel 23, Quadan, Arek, Urban Brood, King Asher, King Gabar, and everybody else tuning in and that will tune in, Lord willing. Right? The topic of this cold cut, I believe I titled this video is only for the apostles, prophets, and teachers, and no one else, right? This video is only for the apostles, prophets, and teachers, and no one else. Let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 4 and verse 9, right? Because you men that are apostles, prophets, and teachers, an apostle is somebody that's sent out to do the work, right? You start out as a disciple, you learn the doctrine, you learn how to teach the people, you learn the laws, the statutes, the commandments, you learn the breakdowns, you learn the prophecies, and then once you become a disciple, you in turn, you elevate and you're promoted essentially to an apostle. An apostle is somebody that's sent out to teach what they were taught. Rather they travel and they go out in the highways and byways, they would be an apostle. Rather, you don't have to travel to 40 countries to be an apostle. An apostle is somebody that's sent out by their master to teach what their master teaches. Our master is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shai. We were sent out publicly on the highways and byways to proclaim this gospel. So you brothers that go out there, y'all are apostles, right? You are prophets. You're prophesying the end of this world. You're letting this world know that Babylon the Great is going to burn. You're speaking about the deliverance of the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, the Israelites, man. You're talking about famines and economic collapse and wars brewing and rumors of wars and seditions and a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And you're speaking of pestilence and many things that are coming on the earth. You would be a prophet. And then you have teachers as well. And these are men that simply teach the gospel. They go breakdown upon breakdown, precept upon precept, here a little and there a little, to relieve the afflicted, the fatherless, the widow of our people, and to teach what Yahweh Bashmi Abashai requires of you in the last days. Right now, I'm going to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 9. For I think that the Most High hath set forth us, the apostles last, as they were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. So we all know that there is no big doctrine or philosophy or religion coming after this. This isn't a phase. This isn't like the Black Panthers Party. This is not like the Nation of Islam. This is not like religions and fads and trends that are popular for a few years, maybe a decade, maybe a few months. Then they just fade away in process of time until the next big thing comes up, man. And that's what the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man you're into. You're into fads, trends, you're into conformity, what the masses of the people are doing, and you're into all these other ways of life that have not profited you. So in turn, the Most High sent forth the apostles last. There's nothing greater than what you men are putting out there in the highways and byways. There's nobody coming after you. You're in the end of the world. You're the last, what do they say? You're the gatekeeper, man. You know, this is fourth quarter. And the Most High took you off the bench, been off the world, and put you in the game. You're the closer, how they say, man. You know? And the Lord calls us saviors when you read the book of Obadiah. So the Lord has sent forth the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. For Slakia, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. So you brothers that are apostles, prophets, and teachers, you have to remember this is not going to be easy. It's not meant to be easy. What scripture says, okay, you're going to have it easy. Thou shalt have it very easily, and things shall prosper so much in thine hand. And thou shalt never deal with adversity when thou comest to be thou a teacher. That's not in the scriptures, man. You're going to be made fun of, right? You're going to be put on public display. You're going to be a spectacle to the world, meaning you're going to be a public enemy, right? You're going to be a number one threat. They're going to label you anti-Semitic, anti-Amalek, a domestic terrorist. You have committed treason. You're a joke into the society. It says, and to angels and to men. Even the angels are beholding you and your ministry, and they are wondering, how can such men endure these things? For we are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. And these are the things that come with being the men of the Lord, the apostles and the prophets and the teachers. You're going to be made a fool, man. You're going to be out there for days and days, man. Week after week. Years, man. In the same spot, more than likely. Teaching the same scriptures. You got those fringes on that everybody makes fun of. You got that head wrap on. You're full of hate, right? You're full of bigotry, right? You're racist. You're a misogynist. You're in a hate group, a hate cult. You know, you're in the Southern Poverty Law Center, the CIA watch list, and, you know, you're just a joke. You should just get a job. Why are you out here? You know, we know what they say about us, man. Right? So the Most High is letting you know, hey, here's what the men of the Lord are going to go through. And how could this be talking about Christianity? How are Christians fools for Hamashiach's sake? Christianity is the number one religion in the world, lauded and praised by all flesh. So this can't be talking about your pastor and these evangelists, man, of the world. Right? It says, we are fools for Hamashiach's sake. This 1 Corinthians 4:10. Ye are wise in Hamashiach, right? We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised, right? Because you have men that are going to take get the negative treatment of this ministry because they put their life on the line. A lot of brothers, man, when you brothers that are out there, man, all praise to Yahweh Shem Shah, you're doing something that takes boldness and courage to do. You're literally putting your face out in the open. Yahweh Shah said, I taught openly to the world, or I spake openly to the world. I ever taught in a synagogue where the Jews always resorted. And in secret have I said nothing. In the book of John, the 18th chapter, 20 on down. So you brothers, you ought to thank Yahweh Shem Shah for giving you such boldness, man. When you really think about what you're doing out there, man, you're risking your job. You're risking the relationship of your family. You're risking your life. You know, you're risking being a public enemy, number one. You're risking it all out there, man. You're publicly out there telling the greatest country, which they call the greatest country, America, that they're going to be destroyed in their face. You're not typing behind a keyboard all the time. You're not sitting up there texting it. You're out there telling them face to face. And you don't stop. You do it every week, man. You've been doing it for years, and you got to keep doing it, man. You got to keep pushing and keep doing this thing. Right? And so you have people that actually get the word, and they're honorable. Because they're not worried about getting fired from their job. Right? They're not worried about sitting up there having bullets shot at them and stabbed up. They receive honor due to the comfortability of their homes. Right? There's no risk in that. Verse 11. Even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no, Slakia, bear with me, right? And have no certain dwelling place. So the apostles, man, they were starving. They couldn't pull up at a fast food spot. When did the apostle Paul have DoorDash, Grubhub, Postmates, Instacart, right? And all of this, man, he didn't have that, man. He could just go to a gas station and get a bottle of water, a Dasani, a 32 pack, spring water. They was caught out there, man. And they kind of got it when they could. And it says, and are naked. They didn't have a drawer and a dresser, a damn walk-in closet with 30 outfits with fringes on them and 50 t-shirts that they could just alternate at their own leisure, man. They were on the go. And are buffeted, meaning they were being afflicted by the elements. You got to think about the ministry, man. Skin dry, legs hurt. Damn, you can't put no oil in your beard, man. Your stomach hurt, man. You're eating strange foods. You're traveling. Your feet hurt. Your shoes break. You're in the rain. You're in the snow. You're in the sunshine. It's hot. It's windy. Lips chapped. Face cracking. Hands hurt. So the apostles was doing hard work right there, man. Right? They were doing hard work due to the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Right? It reads, verse 12, and labor, working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless, being persecuted, we suffer it. So you brothers that are laboring out there, the Most High said you're working with your own hands. You got brothers that make camp signs, you make flyers, right? You write down breakdowns. That's working with your own hand, right? Use your highlighter, you're studying, you're literally shaking the hand. Hey, again, that's why this video is for you, for apostles, prophets, and teachers, because you know what I'm talking about. You're out there, your knees hurt. Hey, teaching is hard work, man. It's not as easy as it may seem. People may watch the videos and you kind of just see people out there. You're getting on Esau. You might lick the boot. You're getting on Jake. You're bringing out the curses. You might see a black woman, she going off. You rebuke her. And, hey, but the internal, the physical breakdown of your body is tremendous, man. Your knees are breaking down by the second. Your back hurts. Your feet hurt. And if you don't camp for like 5-6 hours, man, hey, you feel it, man. You feel like you just damn played a whole basketball, football game. It's an entire workout, man. You worn out. You're teaching. Your throat might be sore. You lose your voice. You're literally shaking the hand. You got to watch. You got to be circumspect. It could increase your heart rate. Your stress may go up, man. You're dealing with a lot of emotions out there. So this is hard work, man. It says in labor, working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless. So we're reviled, man, but you have to bless it. And things are getting worse, right? They're trying to ban the Bible, right? They're trying to put it out there that it's an anti-Semitic book, man. Parts of the New Testament can no longer be read. It's going to be religious paraphernalia, like we brought out earlier. And they're going to try to take this ministry out of the hands of the men of the Lord. But you have to bless it. You have to say, Barakatah Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because that further shows that we're pushing this truth. Because they're not trying to stop the Quran from being read. Where's all of the laws to stop the Quran from being pushed? Who's putting laws out there like that, man? If the Quran was the truth, wouldn't they try to hinder the truth? Wouldn't they try to stop the Quran from being put out there publicly? Wouldn't they try to stop the mosque from being created if it was the truth? What about Christianity? What about Hinduism? They're not coming against them. They're coming against the men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Right? Verse 13, being defamed, we entreat. We want to be defamed. We're not looking to be, we're not LeBron James, man. You got this beef, this Drake beef. We're not Drake, man. We're not looking to be famous. We're not trying to get 10 million views on Spotify and YouTube, man. We're not celebrities. We are actually defamed. We're infamous. If people at your so-called job only knew what you did, and they'll kill you, man. They'll jump if you in a warehouse, and they'll jump you in the warehouse. If you're in the office, and they'll jump you in the office. If you live close by, and they'll follow you home. If you live far away, and they'll slash your tires. They'll write stuff all in your windows, man. They'll find your address out and break your damn, throw a brick through your window. You know? And the Lord said, being defamed, we entreat. See, a lot of people want to be famous. You thought this truth was about being a celebrity, being famous, being world renowned. No, we're defamed, but we entreated, man. We are made as the filth of this world, of the world, and are the offscouring of all things unto this day. So we're the filth of the world, man. And you have to accept that. You have to embrace that. You have to accept the fact that in this world, you're never going to be nothing. In this world, you'll always be filth. As long as you believe in this truth, you'll never be exalted by man. Because they didn't exalt Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So if they didn't exalt Yahweh, if they don't exalt Yahweh Shai, what makes you think they're going to exalt his servants? You apostles and prophets, you're always going to be filth. Stop looking to be famous and looking to, have some type of glory in this world. You'll never get glory. You're going to get your glory in the world to come. And Yahweh Shah said that my kingdom is not of this world. But if my kingdom was of this world, then will my servants fight. So we're not even supposed to be here, man. We were stolen and brought over here. Why would you want to get fame in a land that you were stolen from? And vainglory and likes and madness. You don't even belong here, brother. What the hell is wrong with you, man? You're a prisoner of war. You're in a strange land, surrounded by strange people. And these people do strange things, man. They worship strange gods. They have strange days and strange customs, right? And the air is strange and the water is strange. This is a very strange land, man. So what the hell are you even trying to be comfortable here for? Right? Let's go to Ephesians chapter 4 and 1. Right? You brothers that are apostles, prophets, and teachers, know that this world does not have your back, man. You have nothing in this world. All you have is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Right? This is Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 1. Right? It reads, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you, that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. And you brothers that are out there teaching, you have the highest calling out of any occupation or any vocation ever. Like we always say, man, this is the greatest work and greatest job, and you're part of the greatest business, man. Of the vocation wherewith ye are called. And again, like we was going into, man, this is the highest calling. You have to walk worthy of it, man. A lot of like I was saying, a lot of those so-called top-end jobs, man, you have very strict limitations on what you can and can't do, man. A lot of those surgeons, they got to work around the clock 24/7. A lot of those guys, they sleep at the hospital. They can barely see their families. Those guys work like 16-hour shifts. Not only do they have to work long hours, they have to execute their job, man. If you're a heart surgeon, you can't mess around with that, man. If you're a damn neurosurgeon, ain't no playing around with somebody's spinal cord and brain, man. You have to walk worthy of that stuff, man. And these guys have to study. They have a 1,000-word vocabulary. They have to know 1,000 parts of the body and how things work. They have to walk worthy. If they don't, I can't remember what it's called. I know they get I believe you get your medical license revoked. I believe that's what it is. They'll take away your medical license and they'll take away that white coat from you, man. And you'll get all types of medical malpractice. And a lot of these guys, man, they'll go to prison. They'll get sued and they'll go to prison if they don't do what they're supposed to do. They'll do jail time, for intentional medical practice negligence. They'll get fired. They'll get a bad name in the world of medicine. Nobody will hire them ever again, man. And that's if the world, they have to walk worthy of worldly madness. The Lord said, I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. And this is a high calling right here, man. This is the highest calling. You would have thought that even the Levites had a high calling. This priesthood is higher than the Levitical priesthood. This is the priesthood after the order of Melchizedek. What happened to Nadab and Abihu in Leviticus chapter 10? They lit strange fire unto the Lord, and the Lord killed them. Straight up. And this ministry is of higher regard. They couldn't look at the holy things, the Kohathites. Everything was covered with a veil of blue. They couldn't even touch them. Certain men couldn't even touch them. You know, you would have thought the law was strict. This priesthood is a lot stricter, man. You know, and you have to walk worthy of this. You have to constantly tell yourself, hey, look, you're not part of this world, man. You're not a nigga, man. You're not a reprobate. You're not one of these heathen out here. You are indeed an apostle, a prophet, a teacher, and you have to walk like it. You got brothers walking, you got your head between your knees and you're dragging your feet around. Hold on, you're an apostle, brother. You're a priest, man. What the hell are you doing, man? You got brothers that are apostles, prophets, and teachers. They still doing stuff for the world, man. You know? You have to walk worthy of the vocation with you are called. You should be praying constantly. You should be studying. You should be meditating in his word. You should be fasting, keeping these laws. You know, you have to walk worthy. If not, you will be terminated, man. Right? Let's go to the book of Hebrews, chapter 6. Right? You have to walk worthy of the vocation with you are called. And again, this is for you apostles, prophets, and teachers. And you aspiring. I'll say that too. You aspiring prophets, apostles, and teachers. You got brothers studying and laboring to go out there and do this work. And Yahweh Shah said the best, man. The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into the harvest. Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have bestowed toward his name, and that ye minister to the saints and do minister. And you have to also be mindful that the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work. All of the videos you made, all of the times you went to camp, all of the prophesying you did, all of the studying you did to bring out precepts to edify the sheep, all of the charity, all of the exhortation, all the contending for the faith too, man. You know, going against these false doctrines, casting down lies and strongholds and imaginations and everything that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High. The Most High, he didn't just let that slide, man. All of your works are being recorded up there. Every hour, every second of you making your body a living sacrifice will be used for your benefit in the day of judgment, when your works are weighed in a balance. You know, it reads, Salakia, and we desire, this Hebrews 6 and 11, that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. So you brothers that are out there publicly, it ain't no time to look back, man. If you was getting slothful, this should be a damn wake-up call. If you was getting lukewarm, you need to wake the hell up, man. You was getting complacent, I don't know what to tell you, man. But Yahweh Bashmi said, we desire that every one of you, that's you brothers that's in the back, you know, you may not be in the forefront, you in the back, you kind of, you know, you're trying to figure this thing out. You too. It's not just talking about the brothers that are the main teachers. You brothers that are the, they call Paul and Paul and Barnabas, Mercury and Jupiter, paraphrasing. Or Hermes and Zeus would be the Greek equivalent, right? Because Paul was the chief speaker. So you do have chief speakers, but this isn't just for the chief speakers. It's for all you brothers that are out there, man, doing this work. And you got brothers all around the world, man. You got brothers in LA, to New York. You got brothers in other countries, labored on the highways and byways. You have to keep pushing. You are called. You have to walk worthy of the vocation wherewith you are called. And again, the Most High, like we always say, he'll fire people, man. You know, the Lord don't have to give you a certain jobs, man. If you underperform, they'll give you what you call a performance plan. You know, if you got to make boxes and you're supposed to make 10, But if you're making 5, and they'll bring you to the office, say, hey, look, you're not upholding, what you're supposed to be doing. You're underperforming. You're not efficient. We're going to put you on a plan. So they'll put you on a 30-day plan, and you got 30 days to get your what together. And they'll monitor you within those 30 days. See if you're showing up on time, if your breaks are long, are you ducking off somewhere? Are you hitting them numbers? And if you hit them numbers within them 30 days, they'll take you off that plan. And they'll let you go back to, your regular job, man. But then these guys that can't do that 30 plan, sometimes certain jobs, they say, look, we'll put you on a 60-day plan. We'll give you 30 more days. And a lot of these guys, man, they don't perform in them 30 days, even them 60 days. They still coming in late. They still dragging their feet. They still taking, 3-hour breaks. They still flirting with all of the eaves on the floor or wherever they at, man. They always on the phone. Hey, so they'll bring these guys to the office and they'll fire these guys, man. They'll take away all of their benefits and they'll take away all of their privileges and they'll send these guys back to the damn bus stop or where they came from, man. And the Most High, he'll do that with you, man. That's in Luke the 13th chapter. The Lord said, these 3 years came I seeking fruit and found none. Why cumbereth it the ground? Cut it down. Paraphrasing. Right? So a lot of brothers going to get cut down, man. Because you're not walking worthy of being an apostle. You're not walking worthy of being a teacher or a prophet. You're still lukewarm. You got your hands in your pockets. You barely want to go to camp. So the Most High is about to fire you, man. And at these jobs, man, there's a they got a quick nobody's untouchable. Let me read this again. Hebrews 6:11. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to keep the full assurance of hope unto the inherit the promises. Be slothful. You can't be lukewarm. You have to have a plan. You have to your plan, and you have to execute your plan, right? That you may inherit the promises. Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 43, right? We're going to get a few more. We're going to wind down. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, the classic, chapter 43, right? Every brother should know, right, this particular scripture, right? This Ecclesiasticus, chapter 43, and I want to start at verse 30. Right? It reads, when ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as you can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for you can never go far enough. You can never go far enough. You can't say I've done enough teachings. I've taught more than that, man. I'm done. I've done enough reading. I've done enough fasting. I've done enough praying. I've done enough meditation. What more do I need to do? I'm done. I'm retiring. Ain't no retiring, man. Ain't no retiring in this thing. The Lord said, put forth all your strength. Yeah, brother saying, well, I'm tired. I had a long week. I'm spending so much time with my family. I don't have time to go to camp. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. Apostles, prophets, and teachers, this work goes before anything. I don't know if anybody told you that. That's part of the prerequisites, man. You want to work at McDonald's, and they give you the prerequisites. You got to flip a burger. You got to say, how may I help you? And you got to get them Happy Meals ready, man. You got to do it. You got to know what you're signing up for. And this thing, you're not called to be a family man. That doesn't mean you don't take care of your family, but this truth comes before your woman, man. This truth comes before your children. You doing this work, you're investing in your family, your wife, and your children, man. This truth comes before your hobbies. It comes before you, and what you want to do. So you got to know what this thing is about, man. So that's what the Lord said, for even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exhort him, put forth all your strength. You can't half-ass this truth. Half-ass a video. Half-ass camp. You go to camp, but it's half-ass. You're not really paying attention. You look counting how many birds you can count in the sky, right? You're always leaving. You're in the bathroom all the time. You're coming back out. You don't know what's going on, right? You're handing out flyers, but you don't really, you're dropping them, and, your shoes untied, and, you pick a sign up to hold the sign, and the sign upside down, and, you don't, the brother pull you up there to teach, and, you don't know what's going on, and, hey, those guys ain't going to make it, man. You're going to be caught out there. Brother asks you to get a precept and you're trying to find it. Take you 30 minutes and you're whispering when you're reading and you're dropping your Bible. You damn knock the apocrypha down. You're spitting and farting and you're just caught out there. You cannot half-ass this ministry, man. Right? And it also says, for even Slakia, it says, put forth all your strength and be not weary, for you can never go far enough. You can never go far enough. There's always more that has to be done. Right? Let's go to Second Corinthians. We're gonna get a few more. Right? Second Corinthians, one of my favorite chapters in the scripture. Right? Second Corinthians chapter 4. Right? We got a lot of work we got to do, brothers. And again, this video is not for the scoffers. They're going to watch. This video just being blunt is really for the, it doesn't mean everybody can't get edified. Right? It doesn't mean, you can't watch and, right? But hey, look, if you're an apostle, a prophet, and a teacher, you are the target audience indeed. Right? This is Second Corinthians chapter 4. And I'm going to start at verse, man, this whole thing is good. I'm going to start at 8. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. Always bearing about in the body the dying of our Lord Yahushua, that the life also of Yahushua might be made manifest in our body. So you always have to bear about in your body the dying of the Lord Yahushua, that the life also of Yahushua might be made manifest in our body. Meaning what? You have to make your body a living sacrifice. That's what it's saying, man. You have to know that you could die in this truth. An apostle, the prophet, and the teacher, you might get beheaded. You might get delivered up by your own family, by your own kindred, man. This isn't easy. This is the hardest thing to do ever. There's nothing harder than being an apostle, a prophet, or a teacher. You're isolated. You're lonely most of the time. Outside of camp, man, and feast days and stuff, you're lonely, man. You're by yourself. You might have your woman and your children, but they don't know what you're going through, man. They don't know what's going on. Your woman don't know what's going on, man. Like I said, well, my woman know. She knows. She's not a prophet, apostle, and teacher. She might be there to comfort you and kind of, talk about, decompress. But she doesn't know what's going on. Your children don't know what's going on. Hey, these people at your so-called job, they have no idea what's going on, man. The only people that know what's going on are those who are of the same career as you, man. A surgeon can't talk to a lawyer about what it's like to be a surgeon. A lawyer can't talk to a blacksmith about what the hell he has to deal with, man. He wouldn't get it. So most of this time, hey, these people of this world, they're not going to get you, man. They don't understand you. So this is hard, man. You're lonely. You're mentally isolated, right? You don't engage in these festivities and things like that. You're the black sheep, an outcast, the filth. That's why the reward is going to be the greatest. That's the just balance of Yahweh Shemel. The reward in the kingdom is going to be the greatest, because in this world, you are the least. Let's read on. It reads, verse 11. For we which live are always, it's like verse 12. So then death worketh in us, but life in you. Yeah, we're dying, man. Hey, I'm doing this cold cut in the car, man. It's hot. You know? Can't turn the AC on and, do certain things. And, hey, look, if I roll the window down, people will walk by and try to, kind of listen to eavesdrop and try to figure this thing out. Hey, we're dying, man. It might get too loud. Like, damn, I don't have a damn 2000, 24, damn, whatever they got, man. It's hot. Hey, death worketh in us, man. Brothers be out there freezing that camp. They're dying, man. Their knees are breaking down. You got brothers that never had gray hair. They're getting all kind of gray hairs. Trying to figure out what the hell is going on in their body, man. Coughing up, damn, all types of stuff. And, neck hurting. They got damn body aches. So death worketh in us, but life in you. Who's the you? Those getting edified. Those who are at home watching and they're comfortable. Verse 13. We having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written. I believed, and therefore have I spoken. We also believe, and therefore speak. So if you believe in this truth, you're going to speak this truth. If you don't believe in this truth, you won't speak this truth. Knowing that he which raised up the Lord Yahushua shall raise up us also by Yahushua, and shall present us with you. For all things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might, through the thanksgiving of many, redound to the glory of God. So all things of an apostle and prophet is for what? It's for the elect's sake. That's what 2 Timothy 2:10 says. I endure all things for the elect's sake. So everything that your life isn't your life, man. You have to remember that. Whenever you start wanting to be, this world teaches you to be selfish, man, and self-centered. Follow your heart. Chase your dreams. Do what thou wilt. This world is inconsiderate and selfish, man. When you come into this ministry, you have to be selfless. You deny sleep. You deny comfortability. You deny your own leisure at times. You deny your time. Everything's for the sheep's sake. That's the job of the shepherd, man. It reads, for which cause we faint not. But meaning if we faint, everybody else going to faint. For which cause we faint not. But though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So you brothers that are out there, you can't faint, man. Don't get caught up in this world, this rat beef and sports and folly. That's a distraction and it's really of Satan. He's the God of this world, right? Who blinded the minds of them that believe not. So you can't faint and pass out. Like you run in a race. A lot of people run out of gas, man. They run out of steam. Not too many people who say they're going to run a marathon actually finish that marathon. A lot of people, you pass out, dehydrated, and you just run out of steam. You have to keep teaching until the kingdom comes. You have to keep going to camp until this place is destroyed. You must keep doing your videos until the missiles drop. You must keep exhortation until your body's in the grave, man. And you had men that actually prophesied after they died. Let me get that in Sirach chapter 46, right? You had men, there's two men you read about predominantly, Samuel and Elisha. It says after death, these men prophesied. This is Ecclesiasticus, right? I gotta wind down too, right? Chapter 40. I believe that's 46. All right, bear with me. All right, pages, Salakia. All right, Ecclesiasticus chapter 46, and I will start at 19. So this is going into Samuel. And before his long sleep, right? Salakia. And before his long sleep, he made prostrations in the sight of the Lord, and is anointed. I have not taken any man's goods so much as a shoe, and no man did accuse him. And after his death, He prophesied and showed the king his end, and lift up his voice from the earth in prophecy to blot out the wickedness of the people. So you read about that in 1 Samuel 28. Samuel was so on fire, Samuel prophesied after he died, man. His body wasn't even on the earth. He was shaking the hand at the wicked, man. His body was being decomposed. His spirit was still prophesying. And that's how you want to be, man. He was so on fire, he was prophesying after his death. He said, you and your sons, paraphrase, are going to be with me. You know? And the Lord is going to destroy you, man. You got brothers that can't prophesy while they're alive. You know? Why you have the time? Why you have the ability and the grace to do so? You want to be like Samuel, who prophesied after his death, man. Right? You have to endure. You have to keep teaching. You have to keep going to camp. You have to keep shaking the hand. You have to keep reading. You have to keep studying. You brothers that was in this thing and you falling away, hey, the Most High is going to get up with you if you don't repent, man. Who's taking days off at the job? It's only a matter of time for the supervisor to see you, man. And somebody going to tell the matter. It's not talking about your coworkers. They ain't going to tell. The angels, they going to tell. They're watching you. And they report you to the boss, man. You know? Hey, he's gonna pull you in, man. He's gonna give you that pink slip. He's gonna tell you to walk in the sunset. You're gonna have that box, that brown box, man. Talking about I quit. That's what people do when they get fired from the truth. I left the truth. No, you got fired, man. I'm done with that phase in my life. A lot of people say that when they get fired, man. I quit. I told him I had to tell him off, and I cussed him out. And brother, you got fired, brother. You wasn't performing. You got fired. It is what it is, man. And that's how it is with brothers in this thing. You're not walking worthy of the vocation when you were called. And rarely does a job call you back, man, after you got fired. You got to be some type of a miracle for you to get fired and then, they bring you back. So you got to know what's going on in this thing. Let's go to the book of 2 Timothy, the 4th chapter. Right? Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 4, and I'm going to start at verse 5. Right? We're not done yet either. Just because you see Israel, Russia, Ukraine, we're not done. We don't clock out. We don't scan a badge. We're not done until the chariot is in the sky or you're dead. We're not done. Nobody's done. I don't care if you've been in this thing 20 years, 25 years, 10 minutes, 40 years, 30 seconds. You're not done. Again, you're not done till this chariot come, your head chopped off, or whatever, man. And then, hey, the Lord told John, you coming back on the earth. Thou must prophesy again before many nations and peoples and tongues and kings, paraphrasing. Revelation, the 10th chapter. So the Lord told John, hey, look, man, yeah, you old. You're in the Isle of Patmos. They tried to throw you in some boiling water and kill you, but you're not done. You thought you had it bad, and you're going to come back. You're going to do it again. And that's our life, man. We do the same thing over and over again. Right? This is 2 Timothy 4 and 5. But watch thou in all things. Endure afflictions. If you catching hell at your job, endure it. If you catching hell from your woman, endure it. You catching hell from infirmities of the flesh, endure it. If you're catching hell through your car breaking down, endure it. Bills over your head, endure it. Stress, endure it. Pain, endure it. Suffering, endure it. Madness, endure it. Endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushua. Endure afflictions. Because they're going to come. But you got to stand it, man. Do the work of an evangelist. Man, you have to publicly go out there and teach. I don't care if your boss see you, man. The Lord don't care if your damn woman see you, man. Why are you going out there? You never spend any time with me. Hey, the Lord don't care if your children say, Daddy, why are you going out there? You want to stay? Hey, if your CEO see you, man, and he come up here fold his arms, hey, guess what, man? The work don't stop because your boss walked up on you, man. You know? Or your uncle. Hey, if my mother come to camp and she's scoffing and she going off, I'ma get on her, man. Let one of these devil Edomites from my so-called plantation come up, man. It's going down. You know? It's going down. I'm not about to bite my damn tongue for flesh and blood, man. So the Lord could deny me. So we got to endure afflictions, man. Do the work of an evangelist. Make full proof of thy ministry. Somebody that makes full proof of their ministry, like a carpenter don't just sit down and chop 2x4s, man. They could do banisters. They could do foundational work. You know, they could sand things. They could polish things. They make full proof of the talents that they have. Somebody that hoop, they could pass. They could dribble. They could pick and roll. They got basketball IQ. They could damn play defense. They make full proof of it. They play two ways. Offense, defense. They can steal the ball. They'll jump in the stands for the ball. Hey, they'll jump in the crowd, man. They'll argue at the ref. You know, they might get teched up because they're really into this thing. They're passionate, man. You have to make full proof of thy ministry. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. So Paul was like a living sacrifice. That's what he's saying. Like you offer up a lamb. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Right? This is a beautiful account. He fought the good fight and he finished his course. And he kept the faith. Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto them also that love his appearing. So you have to fight the good fight. You have to keep the faith. We're not done yet, man. Who the hell said that we're done? The master didn't say that we're done. Yahweh Bashmer Shai didn't say you're done. We have more work we have to do. More reading, more studying, more camps, more unity camps, more teaching, more traveling, more breakdowns, more everything, man. More and more and more. What more can we do? What more can we do to magnify the name of Yahweh Bashmer Shai? And that should be you brothers' mentality, man. Enough is never enough. You know? Enough is never enough in this thing. What more can you do for the nation? What more can you do to magnify? Hey, David was a man after the Most High's own heart, man. David always had the mentality. Dancing for the Most High wasn't enough. Building the temple, drawing the blueprint out, that wasn't enough. Slaying all of the heathen, that wasn't enough. He always wanted to chase the Most High's heart, man, and win over the Lord. That should be your mentality. Don't be the complacent, content Israelite, man. There's always more that has to be done. But with that, we're going to close up, giving, of course, our honor and glory to Yahweh. By Shema Mashiach, Kwam Alak Yabashai. Most High willing you were edified. Kwam Yashab. Shalom.